Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope everyone had a great spring break. It is time for another episode of Keeping It Real with Rob. Today's guest on the show from the Green Level Swim and Dive team, MC Kistler. Hey MC, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thanks again for agreeing to be on the show. So this is kind of special because I know swim season is done with, but we wanted to kind of bring in more seniors getting ready to end your time at Green Level. Graduation is right around the corner, but something special for you as well. We'll get to that here in just a little bit.
Okay.
First, we want to discuss your time on the swim team for Green Level and just kind of reminisce a little bit. You were on the swim team your whole time here at Green Level. What was your senior year like this past winter?
I was gonna say, I joined the swim team my sophomore year when I moved from another state. And I met a lot of my first friends in North Carolina was on the Green Level swim team. So that's really something. It definitely made senior year a lot more special. I was really close with a lot of the seniors on the team. We had a great time, all the swim meets. It's really fun to kind of see everyone, inside and outside of the pool.
What were some of the events that you were swimming?
So I was pretty regularly put in the 200 free, two of the relays, and then the 500 free. I kind of cycled between those events almost every single meet this year.
Was there one that you preferred over the other?
I would definitely say I prefer the 200 free over the 500 free. I think it's a little bit more bearable. The 500 is just kind of daunting. Like you stress all the way up until you're swimming it, and then you're fine.
Hey, I probably can't even do like 2 yards. So props to you guys, 200 and 500 is absolutely insane. With you being a senior, you finish your time with the Green Level swim team. Are there any memories that you'll take with you as your time as a Gator?
Oh, definitely. A couple of my favorites are when you're swimming and you have your team cheering for you on the other end. Sometimes if you're swimming freestyle or backstroke and you flip and you see like the whole team and you're underwater, so you can't hear them, maybe a little bit of muffled like screaming, but you can't hear them, but you flip and you see them all cheering, and that's really surreal. And also going to regionals this year was really fun. It was the first time I think the first time our men had won like regional champs at Greensboro. And then always after the meets is always really fun. Sometimes we go out and we get dinner somewhere if it's not too late, or we'll get dinner beforehand or something. Just the team bonding aspect is really, really nice.
Where's the best place you guys went for dinner?
So that varies depending on who you ask. I am a huge fan of California Burrito. After our regionals, a couple of us went to California Burrito, which is over in Greensboro, kind of like the middle of nowhere. It's taken me the best restaurant. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Every single time we go, I get so excited.
What do you get? What's your go-to order?
I always get a burrito, but it's their California burrito, so it's got like papas fritas and everything in it. It's just kind of a mix of everything, but it's so good, and it always tastes so good after a swim meet because you're starving and you're tired. You just want like a hearty meal.
Yeah, absolutely. Where do you think the program is with you kind of heading off to college? Where do you think the program stands? Do you think it's in pretty good hands moving forward?
I would say, yeah, we have amazing parents who are, we've had parents leaving because their seniors are leaving, and we have amazing parents stepping up. I've gotten to meet a lot of them. They are great. Also, we have a lot of like juniors and underclassmen who I'm really excited to see what they're going to do, in terms of swimming times, in terms of like the team and keeping them together. I'm really excited to kind of see how it's going to look.
So looking ahead to your future, for those that do not know, kind of a special thing going for you. You got accepted to a lot of schools.
Yeah.
And especially the armed forces. So I want to make sure I get this right. I wrote it down.
Okay.
You're accepted by the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, correct?
Yeah.
What about the military attracts you?
So I am a military brat. My father was class of 1992 at the Naval Academy. Both of my cousins, or actually, I guess technically all three of my cousins on my mom's side, they are all either at the academy or they're going to be going to the Naval Academy. My aunt and uncle went there. I have 2 cousins on my dad's side who do Army ROTC. My grandpa was in. I have a really big military history. That's also afforded me a lot of opportunities that I've had. Like I got to live overseas because my dad was stationed overseas, and we just kind of like went with him. So I really kind of looked for that adventure, and I also like I wouldn't say I'm extremely familiar, but I'm pretty familiar with what it's like being there. And we got to sponsor a ton of midshipmen when I lived in Maryland, and I got to see kind of from their eyes like what it was like to be at the academy, the morals that you keep, the people you keep around. It all just kind of appealed to me.
That's awesome. That's so cool. What you said your dad was stationed, you lived overseas. Where did you live?
So I was born in Japan, and then we lived in Italy for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So is Italian food kind of has like a special place in your heart?
Yeah, it was kind of a culture shock moving back to the US. I'm a little picky about what I eat in terms of Italian food. Yeah.
Because Italian, like real Italian food is completely different than Italian
Naples.
food here in the US. Yeah. So not only did you get accepted by the Army, Navy, and Air Force, you also got accepted by a lot of schools here in the Triangle as well. UNC, right? NC State?
Yes.
Am I missing anything?
I think, I got waitlisted at Duke. That was about it.
Duke. Okay. So I'm kind of sensing that you must be pretty smart if you're getting accepted by all these schools.
I mean, I think it's a lot of things. Swimming for sure helped. I like to think that I'm pretty well-rounded, which is what a lot of colleges look for now. Like, I swim, so I'm an athlete. I've also played piano for 12 years. I'm in Scouts, like Scouts BSA, so I'm an Eagle Scout. So it's kind of a lot of things that I think helped kind of round me out for colleges.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So out of all that you have accepted, right?
The Naval Academy.
Naval Academy. Okay.
Yep.
Right. That's awesome. That's so cool. All right. So we have gotten to the end of the episode. We do a segment we like to call Investigator. And this is how this works. I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions that don't necessarily really have to do with your sport or your school. We're just trying to get to know you a little better. So I'm just going to ask you some questions. You give me your answers as soon as you can, all right? All right, here we go. Cue the music. First question for Investigator. Here we go. What is your favorite social media app? Snapchat, Instagram, or TikTok?
I'm going to say TikTok because I spend a lot of time on it. I really shouldn't, but I do.
All right. Your favorite dessert?
I just like a classic chocolate ice cream with like chocolate syrup on top of it and whipped cream and a cherry.
Chocolate, whipped cream, and cherry. Gotta have a cherry.
Yeah.
Your favorite vacation destination?
Dream or like somewhere I've been?
Let's go with somewhere you've been.
We went to Germany this past year, and I think that was my favorite so far.
All right. What's your dream vacation then?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay.
Hawaii.
My next question. I was going to ask a state that you've never been to but you want to visit.
Aside from Hawaii, probably either Alabama or Montana.
Really?
Kind of obscure. I don't know. Montana's always been kind of my favorite state for some reason. I don't really know why. I've never been there. I know maybe 2 people from there. I just have a weird fascination with it. I'm just like, it's like kind of at the top left of the U.S. Why don't I go over there? That's weird.
It's not because of like all the country land or anything?
Nope.
It's just kind of state over there.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. All right, your favorite genre of music?
I think, see, that changes on the daily. For now, we'll say classical music. I don't know. I sometimes listen to it to get into my zone. It's really versatile. I'll listen to it to like hype myself up or to do homework. I'll pop it in and I'll knock out all my homework in one sitting. We'll go with classical for now. Yeah.
We're talking like Beethoven?
Yeah, a little bit more of like, sometimes I'll listen to swing, but typically music without words, just because I can then focus on like what I'm doing at the moment.
That makes sense since you play piano. All right.
Yeah.
All right, the flip side of that, the worst type of music.
I'm gonna get hate. I'm not a huge fan of country music. There are certain artists, there are certain artists that I like and that I think are great, and then there's other country music that I have to turn the radio off or I have to skip the song.
You gonna name drop?
No, I'm gonna get hate.
MC Kistler, thank you so much for joining us here on Keeping It Real with Rob. Good luck to you at the Naval Academy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.